Oh, sorry, you caught me at a bad time. I was just checking to make sure this dictionary had the correct definition of perfection. It does!
Super Mario World is a 2D platformer for the Super Nintendo that so many Mario fans have a special place for in their hearts, me being no exception. Back in the 90s, the Super Nintendo needed a reason for people to buy it over the Sega Mega Drive, and who better than Mario to get the hype moved away from that speedy blue egotistical hedgehog. To start development for Super Mario World, the team behind it ported Super Mario Bros. 3 to the Super Nintendo to figure out what type of hardware difficulties they would experience. Then, as we've seen in some beta footage, this was shaping up to be a sequel to Super Mario Bros. 3, because they were going to bring back some old power-ups like Raccoon Mario. But sadly, Raccoon Mario did not make the final cut. Sorry, Mario Bros. 3 fans. Dang it! But then, the amazing Mr. Miyamoto realized that certain limitations, like on the NES, were not there anymore because it was a whole new console, so he really had his chance to make something special. On November 21st, 1990 in Japan, Super Mario World released, and here in North America we didn't get it until August 13th, 1991. Now, I say that like it was an issue to me, but at the time, I did not exist. After the release of Super Mario World, the game itself was met with critical acclaim. Not only did this game play wonderfully, but it also looked and sounded amazing. There was just one issue. Back in the 90s, buying a new console just to play the next big Mario game was unheard of. People were not happy they had to pay $200 to buy the newest console. Now, to us, buying a new console every couple of years is second nature. But back then, it was unheard of. But Super Mario World truly was a massive pull to the console, and it was quite the jump from the previous Mario adventure. Everything just seemed better. So let's jump right into it. Super Mario World takes place right after Super Mario Bros. 3. After saving the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach take a vacation to Dinosaur Land. Seemingly 30 seconds after they arrive, Princess Peach gets kidnapped. I did not see that coming. Anywho, you didn't come here for the story. Mario and Luigi set off yet again on another quest, but on their way they stumble upon an egg. That egg contained Yoshi. Yoshi has been in development since the start. Mr. Miyamoto had always wanted Mario to have a dinosaur companion, but he never felt like it fit. But now that Mario's in Dinosaur Land, where better to implement this extra Yoshi? So with the history out of the way, let's hop right in. Like every Mario game at the time, it essentially throws us straight into gameplay. And also just like every Mario game, this one controls wonderfully. You can run, jump, and now spin jump. Which if you have a super mushroom, the spin jump lets you break blocks underneath you. And as always, this moveset is utilized wonderfully in this game. Now yes, the moveset was great, but let's talk about the sprite work for a minute. If you don't know what a sprite is, it's what you see. So like say Mario, see this little pixel Mario? This is a sprite. Any little movement is a sprite. Each little frame is a sprite. So with that out of the way, in my opinion, nice sprite work can look better than some of the newer, more modern graphics. And Super Mario World has some of my favorite Mario sprites. Mario himself looks amazing. Now, Luigi does too, but the original release was just a reskin of Mario and he hadn't really grown his own identity yet. But even the Koopas and Galoombas and everything else always looks so pleasing in this game. Almost all the sprites look great, except for Bowser's. I don't really like Bowser's sprite in this game. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I guess while we're on the topic of characters, I have to talk about the enemies. Super Mario World brings back old enemies like Koopa Troopas, but also introduces a ton of new ones like Dino Rhinos, Charging Chucks, Mecha Koopas, Blargs, Boo Blocks, Boo Wheels, Lil Sparky, Bonsai Bills, Blurbs, Bony Beetles, Boo Buddies, Climbing Koopas, Fishbone, Eries, Fishin' Boos, Fishin' Lakitus, Fuzzles, Mega Mole, Rex, Resnors, Torpedo Ted, Wigglers, and so much more. And not to mention, the Koopalings are back from Mario Bros. 3. Each Koopaling comes with their own unique and creative boss battle, which is much more than I can say that the Koopalings are doing now. Now we get to the important part, level design. Super Mario World has some of the best levels in Mario games. It's got the perfect balance of not too easy and not too hard. Some of these levels are more memorable than all of the new Super Mario Bros. 2 levels. We got classics like Cheese Bridge, Chocolate Island, Donut Plains, and nobody can forget the amazing final castle of this game. But don't forget the bonus levels. After beating the game, you can access Star World. If you beat Star World, you can access the Special World and play some of the most difficult Mario levels I've ever played. They have the best names too, like Tubular, Way Cool, Groovy, and Funky. Then we have the secrets. Super Mario World has so many different secret exits and alternate paths, making Dinosaur Land seem more like an interconnected world and a big adventure. And don't forget the power switches. Hidden throughout the game, there are little switches that when pressed, dotted line blocks turn solid and make levels either easier or secrets more accessible. We also can't forget the iconic power-ups. This game, of course, brought back the classic Fire Flower, but we can't forget the new Cape Feather. This power-up gives Mario a cape, and if you run fast enough, you get the ability to fly through the air. It's a super fun power-up, and I always enjoy seeing it. Then we have Yoshi, of course. Almost everyone loves Yoshi. I think he's only okay. But who knows? My opinion may be wrong. But nonetheless, this was his start in the Mario series. I consider him a power-up because he lets you eat items and fruit which will give you power-ups, but if he gets hit, he'll run off and you need to go grab him. Kind of like a power-up, you lose him. But his most important feature is when you're in a dire situation, you can jump off of him to gain more than double the height. Accidents happen. No game is complete without its soundtrack, and once again, Super Mario World has done it again by creating some of the most iconic, classic video game soundtracks. With classics like the athletic theme to masterpieces like the castle theme, or even better, the credits theme. Overall, Super Mario World was meant to be another step for Mario as he transitions from NES to Super NES, and as a polling factor for the Super Nintendo, I think it worked quite well. It is and always will be a classic, and one of the best well-crafted 2D platformers out there, with what I think has the perfect sprite work. I love this game, and most people do, and I always will, and I think it is one of the best 2D platformers out there. If you haven't given it a shot by now, you should probably do that as soon as possible, because this game is a masterpiece. Just like every other Nintendo YouTuber out there, you're gonna have to talk about us at some point, Tyler. No, I don't want to. You'll have to tell everyone how stale and uninspiring we are, and how we're just a cash grab, unless that isn't your opinion. No, I'll never have to talk about you. I have so many other games to talk about. It's all a matter of time, Tyler. You'll run out of topics eventually. Let's hope he's not right. Now, before you go, I wanted to say one thing. My big video, Tyler's Party Catastrophe, is still happening. Just, it's kind of hard to get everybody together at the same time, especially when people are getting sick. So I had to postpone it just hopefully one more week, but I'm not going to make any promises. Hopefully it'll come out soon. It's still in the works. It's just taking a little bit. It'll be ready eventually, okay? Just bear with me on this one. I'll keep posting normally, but when that one comes out, just bear with me. Soon. Thanks for your patience.